Welcome to List of 13. I'm Megan.
And I'm Rob. Thanks for watching. We make lists on various topics, find 13 awesome facts, and present them to you.
If you have triskaidekaphobia, this video may not be for you. Otherwise, enjoy the list. There is something that is with you pretty much anywhere you are. It is where you work, where you live, where you play, and where you go to school.
This thing we are talking about is technology. Whether it's a company building computers, or an individual writing code for a program, or a massive social media conglomerate. If it's about technology, it may be covered in this series.
We find 13 facts, put them into a list, and present it to you here. The Intel Corporation is the leading semiconductor company in the United States. Intel is a world leader in silicon innovation, develops processor technologies, and supports global initiatives. They also have their hands in other technology-related companies. Today we bring you 13 facts about Intel you probably didn't know.
Number 1. Many businesses are implementing remote positions. Surprisingly, only 9% of Intel jobs are remote.
That's super interesting considering that I think IT and development are absolutely things that don't need to be done in person.
Right.
Number 2. Before founding Intel, both founders worked on Fairchild Semiconductor.
Well, it's always better to work for yourself instead of somebody else if you can do the same thing they can, which is what they did. Number 3, the founders of Intel, Gordon Moore and Robert Noyce, named the company NM Electronics initially, and for Noyce, M for Moore.
Number 4, since 2016, China has been Intel's biggest source of sales.
Well, you got to go where the money is.
Well, I guess at least it's something China's buying from us instead of the other way around.
Right. Number 5, it is speculated that Intel was the company that first used office cubicles. However, they moved away from the cubicle office practice since 2007.
Interesting. Number 6, days after coming up with the name NM Electronics, they decided the name had to go. They changed the name to Intel. This new name is actually a blend of two words that are integrated electronics. However, at the time, the name Intel was already trademarked by a hotel chain named Intelco. Thus, the company had to buy the rights of the new name from Intelco. It is reported they had to pay about $15,000 for the right.
So the crazy thing, if you think about it also, that was $15,000 back then, which would be a lot more money now.
We want to thank you again and tell you how much it means for you to watch this video.
We would really appreciate if you would do some things to help our channel grow and reach more people.
We would be so grateful for you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, ring the bell, and share this video with your friends. As a result, YouTube will share our video with more people.
Number 7. Dell is Intel's biggest customer. Dell contributes approximately 16% of Intel's revenue. Lenovo is another big customer of Intel, contributing 13% of its revenue. The third biggest customer is HP, who has contributed 11% of their revenue.
That makes sense. Some of those companies advertise how they have Intel Core processors or Intel processors.
Right, and at the same time, the companies also use other things. I mean, we are recording on an HP computer right now that has an AMD chip.
Number 8, when Robert Noyce and Gordon Moore started their new company, it made $2,672 of revenue on its first year. That would be the equivalent of $23,098.98 today.
Which, if we're being honest, is really not enough to keep going unless you think you're going to start doing better, which they must have.
I mean, any company that is in the black after their first year is considered successful. I think most companies aren't even expected to be in the black in their first few years, although I do realize that makes it hard for business to continue.
Number 9. In 1972, Intel actually tried their hands on the digital watch market. At that time, they had bought Microma, that was a famous watch manufacturing company. There was a decline in the watch market in 1978, so they sold it. Interestingly, Gordon Moore, the co-founder of Intel, still wears his Microma watch.
Well, if it's the same model from the 70s, that was a dang good investment.
Right.
Number 10. Intel bought Mobileye, a company developing autonomous driving technologies and advanced driver assistance systems, for $15.3 billion.
Well, I'm sure it's working out for them because it's getting to a point where cars have driving assistance on almost all of them, and moving toward autonomous driving is something that many people and many companies also have a goal of doing. Number 11. They considered using the name More Noise, but this sounds like more noise, so it was rejected.
Makes sense. You don't want a company that sounds like more noise. You'd probably get confused about what type of a company it is.
Right, I mean, that'd be great for a company that made things like speakers or other types of audio equipment.
Number 12. Intel has a museum located in its headquarters in Santa Clara, California. This place contains various historical artifacts and information related to this tech giant company. Initially, the museum began as an insider program by Intel back in 1980. However, they have opened to the public in 1992. In 1999, the museum got a renovation and was expanded its size to 10,000 square feet. It is free to visit and about 90,000 people visit per year.
My thought with this, maybe at some point we'll have to take a trip out to Santa Clara and check the museum out.
Perhaps.
And number 13, in 2023, Intel is the 14th most valuable brand in the world.
Quite impressive. We hope you enjoyed this list of 13 facts about Intel you probably didn't know.
Tell us which fact is most surprising to you, or maybe if you have an Intel-powered computer.
Thanks again for watching.
If you have an idea for a new video, tell us in the comments. We'll mention you if we do it.
We hope you have an awesome day.
And please be kind to each other.